Hi Sagittarius and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Jamie with Lost Boy. Gonna be doing another reading for y'all. It's for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Sagittariuses. Cross watchers, you are always welcome. Flip the roles as you see fit. Only take the messages that resonate and drop the messages that do not. As always, I want to say thank you to everybody out there who has supported the channel. Really means the world to me. It allows the channel to grow, and it gets these messages out there to those who might need it. Alrighty, Sagittarius. What is going on with you guys? We have a personal issue reaches resolution, right? So definitely gaining some information here, right? A personal issue is reaching resolution. So we're getting some kind of communication, something that we have been struggling with, right? We're going to get the answers to it. All right, Spirit, that was way too many. Give me one more here for Sagittarius, please. I mean, one more card for Sagittarius. The end of a tough cycle approaches, right? And maybe this could have been a cycle about self-worth here, right? Because, you know, I just have to say that because a personal issue is reaching resolution here. The end of a tough cycle is approaching. We do have both of these cards are full moons, and I'm actually recording this on the 30th, and there is a full moon tonight. So something here about releasing something, releasing expectations, or releasing self-limiting beliefs here, right? This cycle is now over. You are preparing for a new cycle here, right? A new start, right? And for some of you, this could have been a very long, hard, and difficult road for you guys. All right, but we're getting to the end of that, right? Something here about crossing the finish line, right? You've did everything that you can do, right? It's time to step in to this new Sagittarius. What's going on with Sagittarius? I do encourage you guys to watch the whole reading. These are general messages, so I do channel a lot of different messages throughout the read. What's going on with Sagittarius? Creation. Creation. Right? You guys are manifesting something right now. Right? Something here about creating a new life for you. We have an impasse. There's been some kind of a roadblock. And like I said, right, it could have been our own mindset, right? We all go through moments in life, right, that challenge us deeply on a spiritual level. There's been some kind of blockage here in regards to something here that you've been trying to get off the ground. Tell me more for Sagittarius spirit. Tell me more. Something here about not seeing the truth in something, right? Because I can see that moon. Gratitude and quest. Gratitude and quest. Actually. Yeah, you guys have definitely been on a spiritual journey. You definitely are wrapping up a cycle here. There's something here about going down the road less traveled, right? Having to learn something. Something really, really extremely difficult, right? Something here about being your own worst enemy, too. Sometimes we can do that, right? Sometimes we can create our own roadblocks. It's something here about gratitude, right? You're so grateful for everything that you have in your life right now, Sagittarius, and I'm getting the sense that you haven't been taking anything for granted, right? Whatever this cycle was, this issue, this personal issue that you have been going through, it definitely made you appreciate things a lot more, right? And that in itself is a lesson, right? Because sometimes we can get so bogged down on focusing on what we don't have that we don't stop to appreciate the things that we do have. right? Because why is the universe gonna give an ungrateful person a gift, right? Universe, give me an affirmation for Sagittarius. Thank you. We have generosity. I give generously to those around me, no matter how much or how little I have. I know there is more than enough to go around, and the key is to allow it to keep going around without stopping. If I stop the flow, I'm like the one person at the stadium who doesn't do the wave. Right? So you're going with the flow now, right? You're understanding that everything is all energy, even our mindset, even our beliefs, even our thinking. Everything is all an exchange of energy, right? And now we're realizing what energy we're feeding into, whether it's the positive one or the negative energy, right? And that goes with generosity, right? Are we going to be open, right? Are you going to be open to giving, right? But also, are you going to be open to receiving? It's about not stopping the flow, right? And sometimes we get so mad when the world, because sometimes we think the world is taking advantage of us, and we're like, you know what, I'm not doing anything anymore, right? And I'm not saying to give to people who obviously, are toxic and take advantage of you, right? And I feel like that's the lesson that you've been learning. I know I have. I'm a Sag rising, right? And for me, it's been very, very challenging with who to invest in and who not to invest in, right? But I get that whatever this journey is, it's illuminated to you those red flags. It's illuminated those signs, right? Now you're easily able to recognize that, right? And maybe you guys have been blocking yourself, right? Because you've been at a place of hurt and you just didn't know who to trust anymore. And maybe that journey and that personal resolution is having the tools necessary in order to recognize those red flags in the future, right? And now you've been open, right? You've been giving and you've also been receiving, right? In a healthy way. Something here about going with the flow. You're able to go with the flow now. What's going on with Sagittarius? Nourish your soul. Nourish your soul. Surround yourself with the things that you love. And we have Phoenix rising. There is a new you emerging. It definitely is, right? The old you had to fall away, right? So a new version of you could rise from the ashes. I'm also hearing like some people might have counted you out, right? They might have counted you out, right? Because I feel like you guys had to take a moment. Maybe you guys had to hermit yourself, right? And people are like, oh, Sag was a one-hit wonder, yada 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 yada, right? But I feel like these people are in for a big surprise. They're in for a big, big surprise. A phoenix rising, right? You are being reborn. Sagittarius, stronger than ever, right? Continue to nourish your soul, right? Take a spiritual bath, take a walk in nature, right? Listen to the music that you love to listen to. Surround yourself with the things that you love, right? One of my favorite things to do in my area, we actually have a cafe. It's called a cat cafe. And they work with the local animal shelters. And they have a whole bunch of cats there that are available for adoption. But I like to go have coffee and hang out with my cats, right? That's how I nourish my soul. Whatever makes you guys happy, right? Do it. Embrace that. Enjoy it, right? Get yourself in that vibration, right? I want you guys to start thinking of life and energy as if it were money, right? We need money to survive. Same thing with energy, right? What are you going to feed? Are you going to feed that positive bank account? Or are you going to continue to feed the negative bank account, right? What are you going to feed? What is going on with Sagittarius? What is going on with Sagittarius? Four of Wands. This is having to do with your stability. Something here about rejoicing, happy, being celebratory, right? Some of you guys could even be dealing with an Aries. These people are rejoicing. They're on the same page, being on the same page, having a stable foundation. For some of you, this could even be in regards to a home, right? Maybe some of you guys have been saving up for a new home or something, and like now you're finally being able to get it. What else is going on? Seven of Cups. There's been some confusion here, right? What path do I take? What do I open up to, right? Maybe for some of you guys, it took you a while to rebuild your stability, right? And you've been kind of afraid to open yourself back up again, right? Because the options have been so overwhelming. What else is going on with Sagittarius? Okay. Ace of Swords. There's the victory. There is some kind of truth, but this eagle is holding the victory wreath, right? Because of some kind of truth, because you're standing in your integrity, right? Something here about knowing exactly who you are now, Sagittarius. Seeing the truth in something as well. Tell me more. Tell me more for Sagittarius. Oh, that was a tower. It almost flipped over. Maybe you guys avoided some kind of catastrophe here in the past. What else is going on with Sagittarius, Spirit? The Nine of Wands. You're giving up some kind of heavy burden, right? Letting something go that doesn't suit you. You've been carrying something for way too long, right? And it's caused you to be confused in the past, right? Maybe it was in regards to your emotions here, right? Maybe you've been, for some of you, have been afraid of getting into a newer relationship, right? Because you've been triggered by the past, confused, right? At what people are saying, because maybe you've had an issue with trusting people, right? And maybe that's because you didn't trust yourself. And you're right? It happens, right? So, we make a mistake or something happens to us, right? And then sometimes, we're afraid to get into a new relationship or to open up to other people, right? Because we're afraid of being hurt again, right? Because we don't want to make the same mistakes again, right? We don't trust ourselves. But you're coming out of that. You're definitely coming out of that, or you have come out of that. Because you're dropping the burden, you're dropping the weight. It's been weighing you down. But now you see the truth in regards to something here, and the truth is setting you free. The World card. Yeah, that chapter is done and over with your life. It has been over. You've learned the lessons that you had to learn out of that cycle. And it's in regards into being confused. Because the healing journey started with yourself, Sagittarius. You had to forgive yourself. The Two of Wands. Setting your sights on a new horizon here. Because now you've gained the truth and the clarity in regards to something here. You know that something is over, right? And now you're wanting to head in a new direction. King of Swords. You are standing strong in your convictions. Right? The King of Swords is somebody here who's honest, who's genuine, who's authentic, right? This person doesn't care. I mean, they do care, I'm not saying that they don't care about people, right? But it's so much looking at the facts and not the emotions, right? And maybe in the past you were focused too much on the emotional aspects of something. You're seeing the truth for what it is. You're standing in your truth. You're standing in your power, right? You're not settling anymore. Something here about not settling. Maybe in the past you settled. Tell me more for Sagittarius. But I also feel like you, whatever it is, whatever burdens or struggles that you've had, you gave it to the universe, right? Because there's somebody here who's handing this to the High Priestess. Somebody chalked it up to faith. What else is going on with Sagittarius? The Nine of Pentacles and the High Priestess. See, there's the tower, but it's not breaking, it's not falling, right? Not anymore. You avoided some kind of catastrophe here because you focused on yourself. You knew that there was an imbalance within you. You had to work on your stability. And something here about trust, and there's the High Priestess, right? You have become the High Priestess in a sense, Sagittarius, right? Because you've had to rebuild your own stability. You let the universe guide you. You've been following your intuition, right? The King of Swords follows their intuition. They see things for what they are. And that's the High Priestess here, right? Maybe you guys had to learn how to walk alone, how to stand alone. And like I said, learn how to trust yourselves again. The King of Pentacles, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. Some of you guys could be dealing with the Taurus. Well, I have the Ace of Pentacles, and then I have the Three of Pentacles. So there is definitely a new prosperous opportunity that's being presented to you. Something here that you could be working with, right? Something here that could even give you a gift. Look at him. He's standing by himself in the Three of Pentacles, and he's holding something in his hand. So you could be receiving an offer to collaborate with somebody or with something, or a new offer from the universe to collaborate with the universe, right? Whatever you're creating, it's coming into fruition, right? Because you did all the hard work, right? You're realizing that whatever it is that you wanted to get out of life, right? Whatever this manifestation creation was, for some of you, it's a partner, it's a romantic partner. For some of you, it's a business. For some of you, it's some kind of dream. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter what it is. You had to align yourself with what that was. You had to alleviate yourself from negative mindsets, right? Of feeling like you were unworthy of, or feeling like you were confused. But the truth is, you weren't confused. You just didn't trust yourself because of something that happened in the past, right? And like, don't beat yourself up over something that somebody else did, right? And that's usually what happens, right? Even in relationships, right? We go through a breakup or somebody leaves or something, and we start to feel like, what did I do? What is wrong with me, right? And I feel like it's something like that, right? Maybe some of you guys got fired from a job or whatever it was. You know, we went through that cycle of feeling like, oh man, there's something wrong with me, right? But you had to build that back up, right? And because you were so hurt in the past, right? Maybe you stopped the flow. You stopped giving completely, right? Because you had to heal within yourself. And something here about seeing the truth, right? Maybe for a while you've been, you know, Sagittarius, we can be very impulsive sometimes, right? We're very swayed by our emotions a little bit, right? That's what happens, right? And I feel like it's not that you're less impulsive, but now you're thinking through things more logically. And because you are doing that, you are going to prosper, right? You're going to evolve into the King of Pentacles, right? Somebody here who has it all. Physically and spiritually. And that's what I have for y'all, Sagittarius. If this reading resonates with you guys, I encourage you to hit that like button, hit the subscribe, that way you guys can stay up to date on when I upload. Alright, universe, please give me one card for my Sagittariuses. Any final messages for Sagittarius? We have joy. We have joy number 47, breaking down to 11, which breaks down to a 2. Right, did I do my math correctly? I think I did. Yeah, I did my math right. 47, joy. Joy is a state of the heart and soul. Joy happens when the heart and the soul unite. This union is to achieve expansion for a greater good related to your divine path. Joy can create in you a sense of contentment, acceptance, and serenity, even when your life is in flux. You feel a deep knowing that whatever might happen will be for the highest good for all involved. When you have this knowledge in you, it brings spiritual determination. Even through difficult circumstances such as those that you may currently be undergoing, you will ultimately find your happiness. Through this card, Ganesha acknowledges your stress and exhaustion as you work to adapt to new patterns of behavior and release your old stories. You may not be happy right now, but you can experience joy in knowing that striving through a difficult situation is important. You are urged to realize that you came into this lifetime to undergo certain experiences and to learn very specific life lessons. Be honest with yourself. Allow yourself your feelings and emotions. Remember that if your heart is feeling wounded and its healing is taking place, you are likely grappling with deep feelings and sentiments that may have even been repressed in you for lifetimes. Share your thoughts, feelings, emotions, and anxieties with those who can support you at this time. Joy will be the final outcome. Your energy and your inner light are shifting to reveal your life's grand plan. In this card, Ganesha holds garlands made of, I'm going to pronounce this so wrong, of aruku flowers, which have the ability to eliminate negative energy from the body and mind of a person. If you're in your mind's eye, make an offering of garlands made of aruku flowers to Ganesha. In exchange, Ganesha blesses you with good health and freedom from ailments. And that is what I have for y'all, Sag. I'm wishing you all the best, love and light.